Sweet, and then let's just do the volume real quick while you're on the phone too.
Can you move this cord?
You just turn your music off and we're good to go. No more echo? Sweet. Cool.
Still ain't helping.
Oh yeah, we're getting the computer ready. Just go get set up here, so. Thanks, Maurice. Talk to you afterwards. Okay, cool.
Bye. So it's probably that easy, huh? Like someone to like...
Really? You're gonna take my computer?
It's done. What's up, everybody?
What up? Yeah, cool.
Welcome to the meeting of Stoke.
Stoke meter.
He's calling you.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah.
I look like a hitman. That's pretty funny.
We're gonna go back to that, so okay.
Just got in off the water, man.
Well, sorry for the start later, but we're gonna go back here. We wanted to get on Stoke here tonight and just this is Scott Stewart.
What's up, guys?
I'm sure a lot of people have been watching the video online. It's been all over the place, and just gotta clear up the airs here that he is unsponsored. It is a unsponsored video search, and so everything. So, you know, who goes bigger, Scott or Danny? Definitely Scott.
Depends on the day.
Depends on what. My I could say my half cab 180s
Are massive.
are pretty big, but
Indie, glide, blind threes are gnarly.
and those two. But any other trick definitely would be Scott on that.
Thanks, buddy.
Scott, who's your favorite rider?
Probably favorite rider. I mean, Randall Harris for sure, and Keith Lineman close second, of course. But Parks has always been up there. You know, a few years ago, Parks was in the top, but those are my three top guys for sure. Yeah, Lineman is ridiculous. Definitely is. He's just kind of really started getting to know him, and he's super cool dude, man, and totally throws down.
I was watching this Ustream that Lyman did off of an iPhone yesterday during Johnny Tabavin's stream. Somebody posted it on there, and definitely some good stuff. I didn't know that you could film such good stuff on an iPhone.
Yeah, Danny's already pro. Danny has been pro for a few years, and stays pretty well at the top at every tournament. You know, getting through the qualifying round. So he's already pro.
My rookie year was 3 years ago, so I just finished my third year on the King of Lake Series, Pro Tour, and World Series. I currently have one more event on World Series, and everything's gone pretty good this year. So,
Man, my favorite trick to throw is probably, I don't know, there's so many, but probably either one of the blind 180s in the flats is probably the funnest thing. Either regular stale to blind or switch slob to blind in the flats are probably the funnest trick to do. Little 180s out in the flats are better than a lot of the technical tricks. More fun for me to do, for sure.
do you like ticks?
Yeah. 1260? No, I don't think either of us have really tried a 1260.
Not yet.
Just, I mean, we do spins and stuff, and did a 1080 over a year and a half ago, but haven't really tried one since until about a few weeks ago, but didn't get one, so. But, I don't know, maybe a 1260 one day, if, you know, just feel like hucking really fast, but want to do stuff that feels good, too. yeah, if anyone hasn't checked out either, DannyTholander.com has been up for about a month? About a month, and it's probably the dopest website out right now. Jen did a killer job on that, so she's the one who did my video as well, which was pretty sweet, skill editing wise. Double toe side back roll, yeah, that was what, a year and a half ago as well, right around the 1080 when I did that out at Okeechobee with my man Wes Jenks. That was pretty cool. And
I've tried some double toe side back rolls actually in competition last year at in Arkansas. It was part of the double up contest, and I got the first one I 1.5 and just dove in. The second one I did both back rolls but lost the handle, so it just kind of over rotated onto my back.
yeah, it's weird to spot where you're at for sure. The first one I put my arm through the handle up to my shoulder and couldn't ride for about a week. My arm blew up about twice the size, so didn't try one for, I don't know, a few weeks later, and then yeah, I put it down.
So is this Adam that says I'm a good dancer in Brazil? Must be Adam Arrington, I'm guessing. What tricks that I'm learning? I tried a couple Pete Roses the other day. I used to be able to do them regular, and then I could do them switch, and now I can't do them either way. So I'm working on Pete's, and definitely just spinning the other direction. I've always spun switch, so now I'm trying to spin regular, which has always been the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's tricks I'm learning. There's some stuff on the horizon that's going to be coming out.
Tried Willie Dick the other day, and almost landed the first one he's ever tried.
Yeah, I never really threw one or had the desire to throw one, but Danny's wake was just really big one day, and I mean, like it is every day, but just decided to throw one and came right around. So, I mean, that's something that'll happen. I feel like it's easier than a whirly 5. I mean, you can just come into it a lot harder and use a little more strength at the peak of the jump. But yeah, I mean, there's some other stuff, but we're keeping that on the DL until we put it down. Don't like to talk about it until we do it. Monkeys are cool. Monkeys are cool. They're definitely my favorite animal. I don't know.
The monkeys in Costa Rica are cool.
Are rad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been wakeboarding for 12 years and competing on the pro wakeboard tour for 9.
Yeah, I've been riding about 10 years, about since 2000. But I had some issues going on where I was off and on riding for a little over 4 years. I was hurt and didn't ride for a year. Started riding again and then just couldn't do it still, and off and on like that for about 4 years. And now I've been strong for about 2 years. So super pumped and stoked to be healthy and blessed to be riding again.
Some of these questions, you're just going to get, both of us are going to answer them unless you specify one of us or the other. I'm riding Hyperlight Merrick, and Scott?
I'm currently riding the Liquid Force Lineman. Just happened to get on that board one day, and it was super fun. Probably, one of the best boards I've ever been on. I mean, obviously I haven't been on every single board, so I can't say that it is the best, but it's a super fun board and really, really love the riding on it. I don't have to worry about what it's going to do. I just can, focus on my riding, and it's a fun board for sure.
Yeah, so we're pretty much, Scott just moved in here at my house in Chiliota. We also live with Nick Jones, and we were just always constantly photo shooting, filming, training for contests. Like, the riding just never stops. Definitely just constantly pushing each other day after day to learn new stuff, go bigger.
Yeah.
What helps the most with my riding would be Rockstar. I wouldn't be able to get up early and shred as hard as I do at 8 or 9 a.m. like without it.
Yeah. What helps me with my riding when life brings trouble? You just kind of roll with what life brings you. But I mean, I feel like what helps me. I mean, I do a lot of off the water training, man, and a lot of strength training after I was hurt. I just want to stay strong, and a lot of yoga, stay flexible, man. Yoga pretty much every day, some type of yoga, and that'll calm your mind as well if you're kind of stressed out from the day. So that's what helps me for sure. And it's definitely killer being out here now with Danny and Nick, because I wasn't riding when I first moved up here. I wasn't riding much. Living with a few people, just wasn't able to ride that much at all. And I was back and forth on just different shape boards and wasn't really getting, into the groove of things. And now getting out here with them, we get to ride, such a good amount. And it's just making the world of difference, bringing everything back up to par.
Yeah, we're both gangsters. If anybody wanted to know, don't try to come up in this crib.
Yeah, Chuliota, watch out.
And yeah, we're both gonna be at Surf Expo coming up here in Orlando very soon. So
yeah, it'd be a good time. Come out and
actually, Step Up Productions is gonna be setting up their whole rig indoors, and we're using a System 2.0, doing full rail contest and big air show. So I'll be hitting the kicker inside the convention center at Surf Expo.
Which is awesome. If you've never seen it, you guys need to come out and check it out. Cause,
massive back-off threes and glides and
into a crazy pool, and it's
100-foot-long pool.
Awesome.
So,
I mean, again, I don't,
My favorite rider is Danny Harf.
Yeah, he loves Danny Harf, which I think is one of the top riders as well. Danny Harf is phenomenal, and he kind of has the whole package. My favorite rider again, Randall Harris. Just think the way he rides is, takes such a high level of practice, taking everything that big and controlled, and not just throwing it is really respectable to me. That I like to see, as well as linemen, super good dudes.
So, what else has been going on? We've got
It's constant out here, man. Me and Danny ride pretty much every morning, or almost at least 5 days a week. And Danny's out there probably more. We get together and ride, and it's killer. And then I work, half days, so I'm able to ride still every day at some point, and get out there. But that's pretty much it. We're just riding, eating, working some.
Ride, eat,
ride, and some sleep here and there, and some off the water training.
We definitely ride cable. I prefer Tampa. McCormick's definitely has the cable to go to. All their obstacles are really fun, and I've gotten into the air tricks here and there, but definitely ride some cable, hit some rails, just change it up from the everyday boat riding. But
yeah, I mean, cable is awesome. I think it's such a great thing that
I like Crank's comment.
Cable came out.
It's not
cable.
It's not cable boarding. It's wakeboarding. That's why we hit the wake.
Yeah, I mean, which is true. I mean, it's not wakeboarding because there's no wake, but
so
cable is such a killer thing because everyone could get into it now, and we could get some recognition for our sport and what's going on, with the whole deal. And I mean, I don't ride cable that much. I went out a couple times to learn, some S-bends and S-bend to blind to take it to the boat. And but man, you could go out there and just do laps and hit rails and do a bunch of stuff, and it's good for the environment too. So they're blowing up everywhere, and I think it's totally killer. I don't know, my next step to becoming a pro, I think just keep doing what I'm doing, and following what I believe in, and that's, just doing the things that I see in my mind that I want to get out on my board, on the water, and it's a full form of expression. For me, it's just I get to express myself, my emotions when I'm on the water, and take it into my tricks, and do most of them. If you're feeling energetic one day, take everything as big as you can go, and kind of take it a different route. So just kind of keep doing what I'm doing.
I'd say that cable definitely helps with your riding because, like, whether if it's loading up the line for an air trick or like hitting a flat rail or even going off a kicker, you're on the water, and that's really what it's all about, is getting like your awareness on spinning and flipping and handle passing.
Oh yeah, it's
absorbing huge landings. Like cable, that it kind of floats you down a little bit softer than landing in the flats on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit easier to land bigger stuff, but definitely totally helps out wake riding.
And your endurance. I mean, you go out there and do laps and laps and laps,
Mm-hmm.
and that definitely builds up your arms. And it's a different pull, so it works different muscles, which helps out a lot. But how long until we see the A-Bay Bay? That's a trick that I haven't tried in a long time, and hasn't really come out yet. But actually, I keep needing to be reminded of it so I can go out and work on it. But hopefully this week, man. Hopefully this week. Supplements help your riding? Yeah. I mean, I believe so. There's no doubt in my mind, just like, energy drinks help your performance. It gets you revved up, ready to go. Supplements help you recover and get healed up quicker, so you can get back on the water to riding hard every day and taking everything in the flats.
Yeah, I'm definitely during training sessions I'll take like a Cell Mass. It's a BSN product that just helps the recovery of your muscles and gets kind of recovers them a little bit quicker than they normally would, so you can go big again like an hour later or the next day without being sore. The A-Bay Bay, I've actually never heard of that either, so Scott can tell you about that.
Well, the A-Bay Bay came about I was out in Louisiana, and we just kind of were getting bored, with doing the same old tricks and kind of seeing the same old stuff. So we just started playing around. Me and Mike Babione, what's up, Mike? I know that's you. And it's pretty much it's a little different. It's hard to explain, but it's kind of like it's a toe side off axis 5, rewind 3. So you actually only really do, when it comes down to it, when you land, you did a 180. But you do a full off 5, rewind 3, and land wrapped. And super close, and just haven't tried it for a while. So it's that's what the A-Bay Bay is, and it came about too at that time that song came out, A-Bay Bay. And it just so happened that that's what we called it, because we were out with a bunch of girls, and they'd all turn their head when they'd see it, so that's what we called it.
That works.
Yeah. Hitting rails? I think rails are cool, man. I mean, Danny's out there just shredding them in the mornings.
Yeah, I have a couple rails here at my house, and my girlfriend Jen will pull me on them before she goes to work in the mornings, so I definitely hit rails every day, and always will. I'm just kind of like all winter I'm just going to be building rails. You'll be able to see all the footage coming up on my website of like all the new rails out at the house that we build this winter. So should be pretty eventful.
Yeah, I need to get out there more with those guys to hit rails. I just tend to try to save my energy to ride boat. But actually we had one rail that was pretty sweet. It was we built a big towable rail and that behind the boat, and I thought that was probably the funnest rail I've ever hit in my life on tubes. And you could push it out in the flats and go out in the flats and land on a rail, do a bunch of bigs, like switch 270 to front board, 90 out in the flats on a rail. That was probably the funnest time I've ever had on the rail, but Projects right down the street has it going off as well, and they got some crazy stuff. I need to make my way out that way to the projects.
For sure.
See
So we can't really see how many viewers on here, but it seems like all you guys are pretty interested, and you guys can just keep the questions rolling. How do you feel? How are you feeling on liquid, Scott?
I mean, man, like I said before, it's probably the most fun board that I have been on. I'm pretty much free to try anything. I'm not fully officially with anybody, but liquid has been great, and it was the funnest board I have ever been on, and it is definitely helping me step up my riding because, like I said, I don't have to worry, about what the board's going to do, if it's going to track weird or I have to hold my edge. I can worry about myself and my riding because I know what the board's going to do every time. So I'm feeling great on it, and every day is great. Just to be on the water and be out here with Danny. It's the best time I've had since I moved up here to Orlando, being out here because these guys just love riding and take riding for what it is. We just want to go out and ride and just do what we do individually. We all have our own unique way of riding and tricks, and everyone just has such a good time out here and pushes each other, and it's definitely keeping me up here because I wasn't sure if this is what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to ride, but when I first moved up here, it just didn't know. I didn't know if it was the right thing, and now that I'm out here, I know it's the right thing. It's great.
Well, where Scott, you gonna see you back in what's WP?
West Palm Beach.
Oh, West Palm. Yep.
Man, I come down to West Palm probably every month. Man, I got some really really good friends. Crank G, Todd is out there, and Megan. And, we get to come down there, and Dara, Tracy, Jerry, Jers, what's up, man? Babione, Adam, all the dudes down there. Got some great talent down there as well. Down in West Palm that people don't even know about. Derek Dyer, pretty amazing guy. I mean, way back, was doing big worms and slim fives and every 7 way back in the day. And super killer, as well as Evans McDowell. Probably one of the most explosive riders I've ever seen, and I know probably a lot of people haven't seen him, because it's hard when you live down there. But
what do we eat for breakfast? Well,
eggs.
Eggs.
Yes.
Lots of eggs.
Eggs almost all day.
Eggs are the best thing you can eat when you wake up.
And when you finish the day, man.
All protein.
we probably, I don't even know, in between us. Probably
the whole house, probably like 10 to 15 cartons of eggs a week.
Yeah, we eat a lot of eggs. That's kind of our real thing. Eggs, they're definitely great. Protein you can't get enough of, and I'm single, so I don't know who that is though. It's random, but I'm not planning on getting married for a while. No, I think. I'm staying low key. Want to stay focused on riding. I don't need the drama.
Somebody trying to
right
get married on Stoke Meter these days.
Yeah, it seems like. Those eggs are recalled on the recall of eggs, but we eat pretty healthy eggs. So we're with the all organic, all natural. Actually, we have right down the street from Danny's house. We got the natural farm. Where sometimes we pick up our eggs where they grow them right here, or the chickens grow them.
big old chicken coop. You just pull up to this lady's house and beep your horn, and she'll bring eggs right out to your car, straight from the pen. So.
Yeah, I mean, what date? Yeah.
Drew says he likes the video that just came out,
Where's
and
that?
he's a big fan.
What is that?
If anybody hasn't seen the video,
oh yeah, please check it out.
Go on our website and check it out. Scott's explosive riding is really making some big moves in the wake industry right now. So, and white eggs, egg whites. That's really where all the nutrition is.
Almond milk.
Oh,
that's pretty good. I don't know who that is, but actually. I do use almond milk. That's kind of
secret.
That's my secret. Yeah, I don't drink milk or use regular milk. I use almond milk for sure. So I appreciate Know It All who said that. That was pretty nice. Thanks. And yeah, date. Yeah, I mean, if I knew who it was, I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
Jack 3D does help with back mobs, but what the number one thing it helps with would probably have to be 720s and 900s.
Yeah.
And just the straight burst off the weight.
Burst, yeah, the explosiveness for sure. Yeah, and if that is Jack 3D is by USP Labs Supplements, which is the best supplements out there. All natural, all from herbs and natural stuff. So USP Labs is some of the supplements that I use as well. Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy hates almond milk. Well, I don't think you got the right kind then, because actually, a lot of it does taste bitter, But we got a lot of health questions going on here. But
we're on to the diet.
We're on to the diet part of
Stoke meter
of our training regimen. But you got to get the new one, the new Silk almond milk is really good. So you got to try that. You got to give it another chance, Jimmy Bino. And we got Ponce over here. I don't know if you can see Ponce yet. You will in a second. Nope, he's not having it. Ponce is Danny's dog, which is super rad. Rad dog, hangs out with us pretty much all day long if he's not swimming in the lake. But yeah, Jimmy Bino was a dude who helped me out when I was just coming out, letting me use his boat, which got me back on the water and helped me get healthy again as well. Cannot forget Morgan Bear, who gave me a job and pretty much let me run with it, and which allowed me to ride, and some of my greatest friends, and I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Who eats more eggs? I don't know. I mean, Danny eats just as much, but throughout the day. He has smaller portions. I think Danny, you do 2 eggs?
I do two or three.
Danny does 2 or 3.
4 times a day.
And I do about 4 eggs at a time.
Once or twice a day.
Once or twice a day.
So it might be all even out.
Yeah, it's about even. Yeah, and I can't forget about the SFWA, which is the South Florida Wake Association. Puts on a lot of events at Okeechobee, which is a lake that I spent a lot of time on, one of my favorite lakes, and they do a great job. Non-profit organization who helps wakeboarding, man, and pretty much is the only scene still left in South Florida, which is keeping it alive down there, which we all appreciate, and it's helping all of us. Me and Danny, they're pushing boards for every company, putting on events for the local kids to get on, and doing the whole thing. So SFWA is awesome. Check them out, sfwa.com or sfwake.com.
Where's BT at? I thought he was watching. No questions for BT?
What I do in my spare time, I ride, man. Since I'm not officially pro yet, because pro is when you've made a paycheck. It's just like skateboarding. You're officially pro when you get paid at a contest or you get a contract and you get paid. That's what makes you pro, just like a college football player. College football may play at a pro level, but they're not pro yet because they haven't got paid. So, I ride, man, and I train, because I'm there and I'm at that level, and I'm just, ready to find a family. I want to be part of a family, as well as a team, but someone that shares my ideas and my dreams, with what I want to do with the sport. And and I also work. I work, to pay for my riding so I can keep riding, pay my rent, and eat food and ride. That's pretty much all I do, and what I want to do with my time, and I love to do all of that.
I don't think you're pro. I think you're beyond it. You've got more on the water, sense of mobility than most pros do. Because a lot of the guys can do their mobs, but you can do them regular and switch 5 to 540 or whatever, spinning left and right, whatever. So salt versus freshwater, I'd say freshwater just to be in, but on the for the buoyancy, a pop off the wake and
Salt.
landing, salt.
Salt.
But it's not I don't want to be in the salt water. We need the aspects of the
fresh mixed with the salt.
Yeah, mix that brackish.
Fresh is brackish. That's a good point for sure. Salt, you pop a lot better. The wake can be smaller, and you can actually get just as much pop on a bigger wake. So if it's really big, you're going flying, and it's super fun. But like you said, brackish water, which, where we trained a lot on up in Stewart with Scott Harwood, and that was killer. And it's brackish water, kind of the best of both worlds up there.
What would be your dream team? What is your ideal team?
My ideal team, my ideal team doesn't necessarily have to do with any company per se. My ideal team would be being with a company that has super down-to-earth riders who love wakeboarding, and they would allow me to run with my ideas and pursue, my style of riding and what I want to do, and, keep me free in that sense and understand that that's what I want to do. I think that would be my ideal team. Yeah. So we will see what's coming next. I don't know what the future holds, but we'll figure it out because me and Danny are going to be on the water doing things this offseason. Who doesn't, who don't know.
Scott, the cleanest roommate in the world. Oh, not. No, he never leaves a mess, man. He actually unloads the dishwasher even when they're not his dishes. So
you gotta stay clean, man. Well, Danny's been, like I said, man, such a good friend in such a short amount of time. You don't find that. You don't find that very often. Such good people, and he's a true friend, and has helped me out tenfold, almost more, than anyone since I've got to Orlando, and it's pretty amazing.
Favorite cereal.
Oh my gosh, who is this? They know I'm a cereal fiend. Well, it just depends, favorite cereals probably. I love homemade granola, or if it was a brand, I love Bare Naked, which is a granola brand or cereal, which is pretty awesome, for sure.
I'm gonna have to go with Tricks. Nope.
Tricks?
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms is good too.
They're all good.
Dude, I couldn't choose, really. We
actually ran into a cereal bar. We were in Knoxville for a pro wakeboard tour. Was that last weekend, 2 weekends ago. And there's a whole bar of just cereals. So you pay a flat rate and eat as much cereal as you can for however long you want to. Pretty crazy. So what would make the 10 you were trying that you
did that
the huge front?
Yeah, that was actually why they came down. I got Craig from Wakeboard Magazine at that time. I was still living in West Palm, just kind of doing my thing down there, and had done it a little before, or actually it was after he came down. He came down and we were trying to get it, and the boat was overweighted, and we weren't able to keep speed through the turn, so the double ups was pitching out, and I just pulled super hard to spin it, and ended up doing that big front roll, then just fell out of it. And it was something that was cool. I was kind of frustrated with it, because I had been doing spinning them every time, coming around and landing in just little bobbles. But that was over a year and a half ago now. At least, and haven't really been out there since doing that. So.
Is
intercoastal wake skating or skating a flat bar for cross training? Yeah, any board riding, I would say. helps your mind. I mean, you get that.
All board riding. I was just skateboarding Chase Heavener's mini ramp, like about an hour ago, and it's definitely you can say that it's part of cross training, just being on the board.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we're working on trying to get Danny to build a mini ramp.
We're gonna build a mini ramp here,
which would be pretty killer. I didn't skate for a while, and about 4 or 5 months ago, I started skating kind of again on mini ramp and just kind of getting back into it, and it was awesome.
Really quick.
Indoor board, snowboard, any board.
You want to say hi to friends?
I grew up snowboarding, and you know, I mean that's kind of what got me into wakeboarding was snowboarding. I moved to Florida and couldn't snowboard as much, so you know we are always trying to get out and do stuff. I mean, probably snowboard about, you know,
I think the best board, like cross training on a board, would be surfing, because you're paddling, like you're not just riding.
Yeah.
You're paddling like pretty much more than you're paddling and surfing more than you're actually standing on the board.
Yeah.
So that's the best cross training. Snowboard also, like we snowboard a couple times in the winter. I go for 1 week every year, and it's quite the training on your legs.
Oh,
it's a workout.
It is, and I mean, I could do most of the same things on my wakeboard as snowboard. Pretty similar stuff, you know, and that's influences my riding huge, the snowboarding, because when you get behind the boat, you don't feel like you can go big enough, so you want to take everything even bigger as hard as you can, almost separate yourself from the line, just go further and further.
Yeah, let's see, are we going to be blessed with another video section? Well, definitely we'll see how things play out with Global Rider Search and everything, but Scott and I are going to be filming all winter, so whatever, you know, new tricks we land, and definitely we're both going to work on a few things for move of the year that's coming up here in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, some stuff's going to be going down, and definitely going to be seeing some more riding out of both of us.
Yes.
Kiteboarding is good cross training for wakeboarding because they're similar and you're battling the waves the whole time, but it's definitely not as much. Doesn't take as much strength to hold on to the handle because you're kind of hooked in.
Yeah.
So
unless when you go unhooked, I mean, obviously, but yeah, I mean, it all helps.
Wes Mantooth?
Yeah. Was Randall Harris or Wes Mantooth Jinx a greater influence on my style of riding? I mean, Mantooth is one of my riding partners when I was down in West Palm, if not the only guy who was go out and pull me every day. Even when he wasn't riding, I was riding a lot by myself. But I'd have to say Randall Harris just because even before I started riding, you know, I saw Natural Born Thrillers, and that video section of Natural Born Thrillers with Randall Harris is, I don't know, I still watch it, and I'm just, you know, that is awesome. I mean, his riding he does everything, every which way, big spins, big mobs, big everything, you know, and doing stuff a lot of people still aren't doing, or no one can do it like that, so Randall, I mean, huge influence on me for sure, you know. But they're just influences, you know. They're not dictating the way I ride, but they are influences for sure. For sure.
We like to go big.
Go big. I mean, you know, you got to do it while you can, while you're here, and just change it up, you know, instead of. You know, it's good to go wake to wake too. I mean, learn a trick wake to wake and then take it as big as you can go after you learn it. And that's kind of the way to the progression that we want to take it. But yeah, Mantooth, he's a character, man. He's a character. He will do anything for a friend though. He's a super good dude, and he'll put his life on the line for you. So. Much respect to Mantooth, Wes Jinx.
Mob 7s, like Whirly Dick.
Yeah.
I'm like
Pete 7.
Yeah, Pete 7, Whirly Dick, and I'm actually like my next thing's gonna be the Moby Dick 7 because
Danny does Moby Dick 5s in his sleep and is gonna be doing Moby Dick 7s
by next season
by
for
tomorrow, and there's a bunch of Mob 7s that are gonna be happening out here on Lake Mills or Lake Pickett right across the street that we will release when we're ready and we think it's everyone's ready for it.
How many times a day do you ride?
Depends.
If I'm feeling it, or there's a big contest coming, it's like three easy sets and like 4 or 5 like weather permitting. Like if it's nice all day, I'll ride 5 times. Next day after that though, I'm pretty beat.
It depends on, for me, it's hard to get in a lot of sets because I have to go to work. So it tends to be 1 to 2 sets a day, about 5 or 6 days a week for me. Hopefully here in the near future, it looks like, I'm going to be home more and be able to ride with Danny, and we're going to be just stepping it up even more together. Double flips, triple flips, and quad flips. Definitely double flips. They've gone down already, but there's going to be some new variations of some double flips coming out of True Leota area. And we're just going to be driving double ups, man. Just going out and hitting as big. Going as big as we could go, I guess.
Straight to infinity. Yeah, nobody's going to be doing 5 flips.
Yeah, I think Darren was insane because he was doing almost close to the triple front.
Oh, the speedball,
the triple
speedball on steroids.
That was pretty ridiculous, man. That's another. Darren was another huge influence on me. So Darren's riding, I know he's his riding's super powerful and super. There's nothing. His riding's just perfect. He's so big, super strong, and does what he needs to do.
Really? It doesn't even show that.
Oh, it might on Eastern.
What kind of ballast are we putting in Danny's Aeronautique Super Air 220? What are we putting in there? How much weight?
We've got 6 fat sacks. 3 ballast tanks, and then 10 or 12 sandbags.
10 or 12
so I'm like, I've had it up one day and it was like 4,000 pounds, which is like that's like fully loaded. So we're running about like 3,500 pounds.
What's up, BT?
And it definitely gets on plane fine, and the wake is bigger than we need it to be.
It's ginormous. That Aeronautique is pumping so big, making tricks effortless.
Fat wakes.
And BT is the man. BT is the man.
In the house.
Of the household. He keeps things dialed here and keeps us taken care of and hooks us up, man.
Yeah, we're definitely waiting down the boat. Like sometimes when we get a little too much gas, it doesn't get on plane.
Yeah, so we have to barely put in like
you put in a can and ride, and put in another can and ride.
Yeah, we got it figured out though. It's dialed every time to where the wake's the same every time, and
they're corn fritters.
Mastercraft on Nautique.
Nautique.
Danny is a Nautique man for good reason. They are, effortless to do tricks. They have one of the biggest lips. For me, I think they both have their attributes. And I can't really pick one either or the other. Mastercrafts are great for charging. Charging them, and I go as huge as I can and not worry about getting clipped up. But the Nautique is also great for spinning, man, and tech tricks, wake to wake, makes them effortless. So they're both phenomenal and can ride either one doing any other trick, and they're both good boats. They both have their attributes, and we'll see one day which one's officially better. I don't know.
The master boat is pretty much, it is the best boat in Brazil. It is it's a Malibu hull with a Mastercraft interior, engine, and graphics. So basically, it's called the Master Boat. They pull a contest for us every year. It's on our World Series. It's called the Raga Wake Series, and it's definitely, you think of like a VRX with the 400 horsepower engine where you can just load up. We put like 7 fat sacks in and then 10 people, and it's like absolutely ginormous. And the Master Boat definitely tops the Supra. And all the pro riders agree. But that's only in Brazil. You won't see a Master Boat in any other country.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get down there. I'm gonna have to get down there with you. Sounds awesome.
But yeah, it's
the 2006 X-Star is a great boat. Great boat. I rode on that boat for about a year, and when it was right, and it got me back, man. That is definitely some of the best double ups, that Mastercraft X-Star. You can drive it, and it's just gonna be clean and consistent, and you can just punt it to the moon. So 2006 X-Star, especially Jimmy Bino's, that was the hot one, and the X30. Also, I mean, they're all great boats. The X30 is huge. I mean, I want a wake that's head high. So whoever comes out with a wake that's head high will be my next favorite boat.
Just keep making those boats bigger.
We need a head high wake so we can take the sport up. We want to go in the flats about 3 times as high and 3 times as far, and maybe extend our line, another 10 feet, carry more trajectory, which will be killer. We get out there and go as big as we can go. Favorite redneck bar? I mean, that's probably what? Easy, right? I mean, that's right up the street from here.
5 houses away is the Hitching Post.
Hitching Post is
country bar.
Country bar. A lot of cool cowboys up there. Rednecks, awesome spot to meet some cowgirls.
They actually ride their horses to the bar.
Yeah.
Not joking.
There's a tie-up out front. Tie the horses up. It's pretty killer. Pretty killer.
Do you know how to play billiards? Have you ever lost playing pool in your home turf? Honestly, has Morgan come here and beat us in pool or something?
No, Morgan got lucky one night. I had a bunch of people over at my house, and we played pool, and I beat Jimmy Bino, by the way, and Morgan played me, and I had a bunch of people talking to me, and I was distracted, and Morgan won on my home turf. So yes, I did lose on my home turf to Morgan, but I am ready for a rematch, Morgan, and anytime, and we need to get together next time I come down there anyway and hang out, because it's been such a while. And Morgan, Mike, and Michelle Bear were the owners of Coastal Surf and Ski, which is one of the best, if not the best, wakeboard and surf shop in South Florida. And they took care of me, and they are my family, and still are my family, and super, some of my closest people that I know, and have helped me beyond belief. So super great people. You can watch more videos. DannyThollander.com. Danny's
all the Ryan's videos pretty much that I've been in, and then the ones that I like. Scott's is on there, and then if you just go to the links page, it will link you to any media site in the industry that has more videos of every rider. So
yeah,
I definitely get on there. On the links page, there's other riders' blogs around there. NickJonesWake.com, AaronRaffy.com. Everybody's been loading on their favorite videos to their sites, and that's just like, I mean, I'm addicted to wake videos. It's what we do. So this winter's definitely going to have a lot of content coming out of Chiliota, where we live and where we're going to film every day. Pretty much just build rails, film it, ride some wake, film it, hit double ups, film it, put together a video at the end of the week. So just keep keep getting on there once a week to see new videos, and everything's gonna coming at you live and fast.
It's gonna be good. We might have something soon. I mean, Danny has got a lot of archive footage that people haven't even seen.
Yeah, we're putting together stuff.
Watching that out.
All last winter I did nothing but hit rails, but never had time to edit a video, so.
And I think Jen Gillenfar, who did the videos, got a bunch of stuff that didn't even make the cut. We didn't
stuff
even
that didn't make the cut for global writer search.
The timeline, so we have a lot of still great footage
We're gonna
put in and
add in some new hammers with some of the old footage, and
yeah, 5 new tricks this week.
Old meaning like 3 weeks old.
Yeah. So 3 weeks. And
so
about 5 new tricks this week. So. 2 ride doubles.
Well,
not yet.
No, we've actually never ridden doubles.
Usually it's me and Danny just riding together. We don't have a third a lot.
Yeah, we never have a third. Like they just want to take their set as well, so we usually don't have time for doubles. But it's gonna go down soon. I can see some S-bands going down over each other and stuff. Best burgers at your place ever?
Yeah, my stepdad makes probably the best burgers out there, and it blows people away when they get to come over and have my stepdad's burgers, because they are legit. Probably the best thing I've ever had. I mean, I haven't had a burger in a while, but when I had it, and everyone loves them and freaks out about them. So yes, and I eat other things than turtle food, Morgan. But yeah, after I got hurt, man, I watch what I eat and make sure I eat the right things, no doubt, and keep myself riding so I can do the stuff that I want to do and that I know are coming out of me soon and are coming to the water. So get them out of my head on the water. Have I ever woke up with a bobcat in my face? Yeah, actually I have. Mike Babione in Hope Sound has a pet bobcat, and I did. I woke up one morning and he was on top of my pillow, just right above my head. This huge bobcat was sitting.
No way.
Yeah, Mike Babione has one, and I woke up one morning and he's sitting right on my pillow and scared the crap out of me. This big bobcat.
Really?
Big bobcat named Bob. He is pretty bad.
Crazy.
And this is Jen, master editor, master filmer, everything, multitasker. Anything you need done, she could get it done for the right price. That's right.
Where's your broadcast?
I don't know.
What'd you do with it?
Look behind this. It might be behind it.
There
it is.
Yay.
So, yeah,
You look I'm very surprised you're wearing a shirt.
Small Fry, say hi to the fans. Everybody, this is also another Small Fry. His name's Tyler. He's
What those numbers mean? What that 18 numbers?
In-house photographer.
He's our in-house photographer. Everybody's seen the photo battle on Alliance. That was his photo, and there's going to definitely be more coming pretty soon. Looks like we have 53.
Nice.
53 people. That's not many questions coming through for 53 people, guys.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, Jen did do a good job. I mean, I had something in my mind how I thought it was going to be, and she came out, I had pretty high expectations, and she surpassed those. So she's phenomenal, awesome, just as cool as Danny. They both are rad people, and some, super good friends. So yeah, I am. I mean, we are wearing a shirt right now. I like to wear less clothes as I possibly can throughout all of the day. So
I like to be naked as well.
Yeah, not together though. It's not like that, but not together. Just like we're riding all day, so we're just in board shorts all day.
That's also like 105 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's so hot, and Yeah, USP Labs. Check them out. They do build solid mass. Real supplements, real fast, real stuff. So, quality products.
Well, I am
I'm 42.
42. Scott's 35.
35.
Oh man. Well,
No, I'm 24. Really, 24 years young.
I'm 42.
And I'm 24 and Danny's 42. You just flip that around,
Yep.
and he's 42. So that makes the difference.
I'm 23, and I just finished my 9th year on Pro Wakeboard Tour. I did 5 years of junior men's, 3 years of pro men's, and going on my 10th year. 10th year is definitely going to be the year to win.
Mm-hmm.
What Slayer wants to know, do you think you will win?
Well, who will win? Me or Danny? Bro.
Well, I think Scott will probably win the Global Rider Search, and I will probably win the next Pro Tour stop, which would be Pro Tour #1 next year.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I mean, that would be so phenomenal, and I feel, Jen put in such a good work, and we had some great tricks in a short amount of time. It was just a couple sets, so we ended up, with something good, and it showed a piece of what we're doing out here. I mean, it wasn't anything or everything that's going down out here by far. We got, fistfuls of other tricks that are just as intense, or if more. There's some other stuff that we don't even have on film yet. That's the blind, or any big stuff, and it will be huge. We'll be doing some great stuff on the next footage.
The next contest is
This weekend.
in Korea.
Danny's going to Korea, which is insane.
So it's called IWSF World Cup, and it's an invite-only contest. There's only 10 of us from America going: Rusty, Phil, Harley, Trevor Hansen, Andrew Atkinson, Austin Hare. So we're definitely it's definitely going to be hard to win, but anything's possible, And after that is World Series stop number 5, Philippines, at Cam Sir Sports Complex in Naga, Philippines. So
who's it? I would say Danny. Danny gets more ladies. He's got a lady every day, all day, the same one, which is awesome. So. Which is killer. I'm pretty low key right now, man. I'm staying to myself for a while now. I'm focused on my riding. I don't want any distractions, and just the right one hasn't come along yet, So we are just doing our thing, and I don't need the drama right now. So we're just riding. My board is my girl right now. So pros and Joes, $1,000 plus trick. For the pros. Yeah, I will commit. I'll commit to Pros and Joes, which is an event I've done last year. It's in South Florida in West Palm. It's right down the road.
Done.
And it's legit. It's at Okehili, one of the best spots put on by SFWA, a nonprofit organization who supports all the riding south of Orlando, down there, throughout the whole state. And they will have that Pros and Joes contest later in a few months, and $1,000 for first place. Best trick, I believe, off the double up or off the wake. I think it's a choice, as I know of right now. Might be just the double up or might be just the wake, but I'm there. I'm there for sure.
Sweet. That can definitely push each other as well to learn these more new tricks just for this double up contest. So
I am on the market for sponsors. For sponsors, for sure. I'm ready. Like I said, I'm ready to find a family, and be a part of a team that you know, has the right vision of wakeboarding, you know, or similar, because there's no right way of wakeboarding. It's what you perceive it to yourself to be riding. So I just want someone who will let me, you know, just pretty much put myself out there for what, you know, what I want to do.
What trick do you hate to see? I definitely I hate to see wrap tricks that are like could have been done with a handle pass. Or, you know, because we're not from California. I haven't ridden with a wrap handle in years. But probably like when the pro women girls do like an off-axis spin, but it just looks like a handle pass back roll. You know? But at least they're trying.
Yeah, Danny doesn't like my rap stuff because I'm from California.
I do.
I'm just kidding.
I used to be into the rap stuff. I'm just like kind of.
Yeah, I only like. I mean, really,
that handle freaks me out.
I know. I only like doing rap KGBs because you can grab it the whole way through. On spins, it's okay. I mean, I don't really like it. I mean, it's fun. You know, it's something different, but I would rather just do a handle pass for sure. But I mean, I don't know. I don't really hate to see any trick. I mean, as long as you're having fun and doing something that you like to do, you know. I mean, certain tricks impress me more than others, and some don't at all. But I don't, you know, they're all within the realms of wakeboarding. So do whatever you feel. Who eats more chicken wings?
Are you guys Bobcat or Slayer?
I would say Danny. Danny probably eats more chicken wings.
I eat chicken wings.
I eat a lot of breasts and not wings, so we are on the opposite. But I think, you know, I would say Danny. I don't eat a whole lot of meat. I rarely do. I rarely do eat meat that much anymore.
So we're pretty much wrapping up the show here. We've gotten into the hour mark and still have some stuff to do. If there's any more questions or topics we haven't covered yet, now's the time. Worst wreck. Worst wreck that we've seen, worst wreck that we've had.
Yeah.
I was at Aaron Raffy's house and riding without a life jacket like an idiot, pretty much just because he was riding without a life jacket. I had to. Indy toe 3, kind of like Indy, and then you gotta put your hand back on the handle, and got like around 270, caught my back edge, got knocked out. Woke up underwater, couldn't really see or breathe or move or anything. I think like Raffy jumped in the water and brought me to the platform and everything like a good driver should. But that was my worst wreck. I definitely will never ride without a life jacket again, and probably not tried Indy toe 3s without a life jacket again, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say my worst wreck was, I don't know, there's two that were pretty bad. Either when I did that double toe back roll, the first one I ever tried, and I landed on my board, and I just cased the wake, and I was standing up, but it pitched me out the front, and I put my arm through the handle up to the shoulder. That was pretty bad because I didn't know what had happened, what was up with my arm, because it was about 4 times the size of normal. And it was like that for a little while, so it was kind of scary. Or I did a wrapped toe side back roll to blind in the flats, and I caught my back edge and just got ripped, didn't come out of my boots, and just pretty much felt like I separated my spine. And my neck, I mean, I couldn't turn my neck for 2 weeks, so that was pretty intense, hard falls. Jungle beats are dope. I mean, I've seen Danny get down on some jungle beats, doing some crazy break dancing moves to jungle beats. He's gets pretty down on those. People don't even know Danny's breakdancing skills. They're pretty insane.
Breakdancing, bongo drums with
Bongo drums.
Indian sounds and lighting, you know.
Yeah, the bongo drums. I had no idea.
I think we call it
It's an Indian ritual.
is a Indian bongo dance party, basically.
It was out of control. Favorite fireworks are the ones that don't blow up in your hands.
Yeah, the when you don't burn your finger.
Yeah, those are probably the best ones that are safe. Don't take you out. So.
Well, everybody, thanks for joining us
thanks, guys.
on Stoke Meter tonight. I hope everybody's gotten their fill of the East Side crew over here in the East Side of Orlando, and come check us back on Stoke Meter next show.